I know technically this isn't the first time I'm covering this game, but I wasn't able to get my hands on the closed beta back earlier in the year, because I don't exactly want or needed a PS5, so this is the proper first time I got to mess with the game in a significant way. And to just get into it, oh my god, this is what I needed to get convinced. I know a lot of people who played it weren't exactly subtle about how good the game was, and I never personally doubted that. It looked really good, at least from all the gameplay videos, even if most, if not all, of the game journalists and so on didn't know how to control the game in their lives. But I just wasn't feeling it. Not so much on the confidence side again, like with Frontiers. Instead, more so that I just wasn't feeling the hype or excited. I still wanted to play it, but just wasn't excited for it. And I didn't exactly get convinced by the price tag either. But I genuinely mean it when I say that by just playing it, I understand. I finally understand. It's like crack, man. Once you finally get the grasp on it, it's over. You don't want to put it down at all. The only thing that really stopped me was my rage, and that this was a limited time thing. But I'll save that for later when we get to that section. So, what about the game? Genuinely, I don't think I've had this much fun or addiction really to a video game in a long time. I don't think I put this down the whole weekend that it was available. In my opinion, one of the most solid and interesting kart racers in a long time. Interesting games, period. The fact that they focus so hard on making the gameplay right to where you want to keep playing it, that's a good thing. That's the best thing about this game. I typically liked anything that wasn't Mario Kart because you either didn't have much to do once you got in first place if you know how to play the game, or it was just too slow because of the fact you mostly played with newbies, or just the fact that there wasn't that much skill involved, unless you did some competitive tournament or something like that. For that though, you still had to go out of your way to do something like that, because Nintendo never intended for that to happen. But purely speaking on the vanilla experience for Crossworlds, no tourneys, no anything, I felt so engaged to the game. In my book, that's what I wanted, even without knowing it beforehand. But you can't slack off, because if you let your guard down, items, players, anything will steal the lead. When it works supremely well. I'm incentivized to learn the game mechanics and use them to find a way to defend my first position, or just the position I'm in, or even catching up as well. The game, by the way, looks phenomenal. The extra budget really didn't go to waste here. You feel it and see it. The extra movement the characters have, like animation wise. Oh, the color palette of the game, the environments in general, they'll just look beautiful. All tied up with exceptional optimization, which, considering Sonic Team's record and just the industry as a whole, that's just incredible and fantastic. Thank God somebody actually tried to compress the game for once. This runs amazingly on old hardware and is especially great on new stuff, of course. But it's genuinely so nice having a game that doesn't constantly stutter, lag, or drop frames. It just works. Well, kinda. But I guess this is where we get to the feedback portion of this video. First off, the connection errors. Now, I will acknowledge before someone says it in the comments, I know this is a network test, so of course it will happen, but I still want to bring attention to it so they can see. Now, at first it wasn't really bad at all. Me and my friends only ever saw it like occasionally, which was great because we spent most of the time racing. But as the beta kept chugging along, and I'm guessing it was due to the influx of players showing up last minute, like as in before the beta closed, it really started popping up consistently. And sometimes it would just kick us out to the main menu, like as in the start menu even. I hope this can get sorted out by the time the game's released, and this was the whole point of the closed and open network test, so hopefully the game comes out just fine. Everything so far has been really good. Speaking of players, holy shit, the item balancing? I thought they had adjusted it since the closed beta, since it seemed that way the first few days of the open beta, but oh my god, it reared its ugly head again when the last 2 days happened. It was just non-stop monster trucks, slime, buzzsaws, and especially that dumbbell. It killed runs in my sanity. And I like to think they adjusted it because Again, it didn't work this way the first few days, or at least it wasn't that common. But dude, it was just not fair. It didn't feel fair at all. Oh, also on that as well, once you fell behind and were stuck in the last few places, the game was so stingy with giving you boost items. A lot of the time, you would just get one singular wisp. What am I supposed to do with that? And that was your catch-up item until the game decided to give you something like the drill or something like that. If someone is in last place, they need to give out drills, or at least something to stop first place, like a boom boo or something like that, man. Just give me something to work with. So once again, please rework the item balancing. One specific issue we really had, and it was more on Mune's side, was the drifting. They had so much trouble trying to chain drift, and sometimes the controls would just lock up and not turn anymore. I don't know what's the cause of this, but I hope they can potentially take a look at that, because it just caused so many unnecessary frustrations. A few other things I'd like to suggest are, in my opinion, to turn down, or an option to turn down, the visual effects. The game loves to throw so many things at the player visually, and you get bombarded with so much visual noise that people with disabilities just take a beating. So if there's any chance to adjust that, or make it an adjustable option even, that'd be awesome. And this one has to do more so with the UI, specifically when you're online. There were so many times where I wanted to really adjust the gadgets and read up on what they were, or to just experiment with them, right? Only to get kicked out of the menu because the game wanted to show me that players were popping in, and it wanted me to pick a track. You're stealing rings from them? No, I don't want to steal rings. They really have to change that. Like, stop kicking me out. Just like give me the sound cue that the thing has, like I can select the thing, but don't kick me out of the menu. I'm still trying to fix this thing. I think that the music cue that it gives you is more than enough. It does not need to kick you out. And you even see a timer when you're messing with the gadgets as well, so you know that these things are happening. And if you do miss your chance to pick a stage, it can just pick random automatically. Just let me hear it and I'll finish up. It doesn't need to kick me out to just have me go back in again. It just wastes time. One more thing, I promise. This one was the Joker event. Co-mode, like, you had so many different objectives to do and gain advantage, and like, it would even change what you had to do, or what the main goal of the mode was every once in a while. It was really cool. But dude, you cannot lock out the main online mode just to have it be the focus. I hope this was just for the open beta, but if it isn't, please do not have this happen in the main game. It's just a detriment. It should not just be the main mode that's focused on. I think that was really everything I wanted to say. I'm really glad I got to play this game early. I got to see the vision and just like see what people were talking about. I felt it this time. That's the most important aspect to me, that I can just feel and like, okay, yeah, I get it now. I can see why people are pre-ordering the game so much. I thoroughly enjoy my time with it. I'm super looking forward to the official final release. You know, and of course I'll have my final thoughts with that if that video comes out on time, but we'll see. I'll try to make it happen.